What's up, guys? Today, I'm going to be talking about the different ways I made money or entrepreneurship side hustles I've been doing since I was 14. Just a few tips and tricks about some of these things. But yeah, this is all very attainable stuff. And if you enjoy a lot of these things that I'm going to be mentioning, which involves like video games and like clothing and stuff, if you enjoy that stuff, like it comes very easy to you and very naturally, where it's like you don't even feel like you're making money. You're just like enjoying your hobbies, which is always like a big benefit to making your sources of money. The first one I did when I was 15. It was a game called csgo. I really wanted like the skins or cosmetics in the game. It doesn't make you better, but it just makes your guns look cooler. What I did to like obtain these skins was I stole my parents' credit card. This is it's not like the best way to get money, but like you kind of have to start somewhere. And yeah, I would take it in like $5 here and there. I ended up using about $50 in the beginning for my parents' credit card, and what I did with this was I gambled it. Back then, in CS:GO, people did not check if how old you are when you're gambling, but these skins had value to them, and you could sell them on third party markets for real cash. You can see right here some graphs and stuff about like prices and stuff and how you can sell them. But I took $50, and I if I were to bet myself on the pro matches, I would lose a lot of money because I was still a kid. I was still 14, 15. I didn't know what I was doing. Don't know what I was doing with odds. But I met with this guy online called Noob Rage, and he has the number one most expensive skin in the world still. And I remember when he bought it, at the time, it was only worth $50,000, and I thought that was crazy. At the time, it wasn't the most expensive yet, but because it was a one of one skin, he has the Karambit, best float blue gem, case hardened. That is worth like $2 million now. But all I did was I gave him like $5 for every bet he was doing, and I just followed his bet, and that made me I turned $50 into like $200. At the time, $200 was a lot of money to me. Then CS:GO got, lawsuit by the governments and stuff, and they wanted the taxes, so they made it so kids can't gamble anymore. And then it was really hard to take money away from other kids, because there's a lot of kids at the time stealing their parents' credit cards, and just buying a bunch of skins they can make money. And then where it leads to my next part of CS:GO skins is where I started investing. At first, you can buy all your skins that you want, and you can spend a lot of money on that. But after like a year or two playing the game, you start to realize that a lot of skins start to become more valuable just because there's new skins coming to the game, and they're not making the old skins anymore. I realized this trend very early on, especially with the stickers. I remember I had 2014 stickers, and in 2016 they raised from like $2 to $200. So I decided to take my $200 and put it into a bunch of cases, capsules, investing in basically 3-cent cases, because at the time 3 cents was the lowest an item could go. There's really no loss on this. It can only go up. And I'll show you my page of CS:GO cases. I bought them all for like 3 cents. 3 cents. And I have about like 900 of these cases now, and they're all sitting around between $5 to like $10. Some a little bit more. There's like outliers and stuff in there, but that's almost like a 300x return. And yeah, I still have that value right now. So I basically, I probably took more money from my parents' credit card. I took $1,000, turned the value of that into around $10,569. Just with my investing, this is very low effort stuff with investing. You just have to kind of do a little research on, you don't have to just invest in stocks or like NFTs, stuff like that. You can just, if there's any sort of item or material with value, and you think the price of it will go up either by supply being lowered or demand increasing in the future, then it's a very good bet to just stock up on them now, and in 2 years you don't have to do anything, and you'll reap those profits later. I will say it is easier to predict supply decreasing rather than demand increasing, because there's a lot of factors with like human psychology and like what you know you think will go up, and like a lot of biases that you'll put on it. But there's less biases when just supply of something is just not there anymore. If there's like a new sneaker that's coming out, they're not going to make it anymore. Or if Anthony Edwards doesn't play for Adidas anymore, all his previous Adidas sneakers will not be produced later on in the future, right? And the very sad one is like, if Kobe dies, a lot of his signed stuff, that's the limit. There's no more increase of supply of Kobe's signature stuff. So you can stock up on Kobe's signatures or signed apparel, and eventually there'll be less and less of those, and then because there's less supply, the price will increase. Pretty like basic economics. So yeah, if there's anything you guys, it doesn't have to be CSGO skins, it has to be games. It could be about Starbucks cups. It could be about Sunny Angels. It could be about clothes. Anything that you think demand will increase, you should start investing in it now. And you might make a little bit of risk, but it's still like you're learning a little concepts about investing here and there. So yeah, that was my first way of how I made money since I was 14.